Hello everyone, this is Siham from the Research and Development Department in Market Equity, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the important instruments and their price movement predictions for the day, which falls on a Monday, 13th of September 2021. Let's begin with the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, where in the previous videos we said that it is moving in an uptrend in the 4-hour time frame, and by breaking upwards to level 0.7075, which is a horizontal resistance level in the daily time frame, as well as the last peak formed in the downtrend in the daily time frame, it will be supporting the continuity of the uptrend as well as the targeting of around level 0.7240 as a primary target in that uptrend. Recently, the pair started rebounding down off of the upper boundary of the falling wedge in the daily time frame after it had formed a peak around level 0.7170 and failed to reach it after retesting level 0.7075 and rebounding upwards off of it. By rebounding down off of around the current levels, it will support the probability of forming a downwards correctional movement, which will be confirmed upon the breaking down through level 0.7075 and will then extend to retest around level 0.7020, then 0.6950 to form a new low around these levels in order to build a bigger uptrend in the daily time frame, which in that case we will be waiting for the breaking upwards through the upper boundary of the falling wedge to continue with that uptrend. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by moving around level 50, it supports the probability of rebounding upwards off of around the current levels to continue with the uptrend. That was it for the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Let's move on to the British pound versus the Japanese yen. As we mentioned in the previous videos, we said that the pair is moving in an uptrend in the 4-hour time frame, and we said that by breaking upwards to level 151.60, it will support the continuity of the uptrend. The pair broke upwards to level 151.60, where it formed a peak around level 152.60, which after forming this peak, we can see that the RSI has started showing signs of weaknesses, specifically after failing to reach level 70, or the overbought area, and forming a negative divergence in the 4-hour time frame. This shows the probability of a downwards correctional movement, which will extend to retest level 151.60 to around level 151.40, and by breaking down through level 151.40, it will be retesting around level 151 before continuing with the uptrend in the 4-hour time frame. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by moving around level 50, regardless of the weakness signs that the RSI has shown, it supports the probability of rebounding upwards off of around the current levels to continue with the uptrend in the 4-hour time frame, which by breaking upwards to level 152.60, it will be targeting around level 153.30 to around level 153.45. That was it for the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Let's move on to the platinum. In the previous videos, we said that the platinum is moving in a sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame as well as the daily time frame, and we said that although it broke upwards to level 1020, we are still moving in a sideways movement unless it breaks upwards to level 1033, which resembles the upper boundary of the sideways movement in the daily time frame. We said that by rebounding downwards off of around level 1033, it will be targeting around level 962 as a primary target in the sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame. However, we said that it will be retesting the uptrend line in the 4-hour time frame, which by breaking down through it will support the continuity of the sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame, as well as the targeting of around level 962 to around level 955 as primary targets in the sideways movement. The platinum reached level 955 and started forming a low around level 952, which by rebounding upwards off of around the current levels, it will be continuing the sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame as well as the daily time frame, and will then extend to target around level 979 to around level 992 as primary targets in the sideways movement. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by rebounding upwards off of around level 30 inside the oversold area, it supports the probability of rebounding upwards off of around the current levels to continue with the sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame. That was it for the platinum. Market Equity wishes you successful trading and have a nice day.